philosophy is that energetic and energy, they're not different. So,
and also different.
Krishna himself, who is energetic, if you can understand his pastime as Guru, he take a position of energy. He took a position of energy.
Bhakta.
Bhakta. So, so energy can become energy. But
It's non-different. When it is non-different, energy is coming from energetic. So it's you cannot separate the energy from the energetic. You can't separate. Yes, then.
So, and Krishna, Radha.
So
Krishna become Radha.
Yeah, so, you see, that not Radha is energy, yes. Krishna is energetic. So there is no difference. Shakti Shaktiman Abhinna, you understand? Lila rasa aswadite dhare dui rapo. Only to enjoy his pastimes, he becomes two, Krishna and Radha. Otherwise one. And then Gaura, it means one. Radha Krishna Meditatanu. Radha Krishna combined together is Gaura. Yeah. Understood?
And one living entity which is marginal energy, when it becomes liberated, it becomes because this by nature is the superior energy. So when it becomes completely free from material contamination, it becomes as the original nature as spirit soul, superior energy. So he stays under superior knowledge. That is his constitutional position. You understand? So when he stays under superior energy, that is his constitutional position, and he becomes servant of the Lord. Krishna Das. Yeah. When he stays under inferior energy, illusory energy, Maya Shakti, he is not in his constitutional position. You understand? So he cannot serve Krishna unless he conquer Maya or free from Maya and stays in his constitutional position, that is under superior energy, he cannot serve Krishna. You understand? Yes. Then, what is your question? So my question was when you become in the spiritual... Liberated, you say. Yeah. Then, what is your question? The question was the time, because I remember one year, asked some question, but I didn't understand the answer clearly. So when you become liberated, you become... free from Maya. Yes. That time is the servant of what I mean, Radharani, or he becomes servant, follower of Radharani, or he become servant of Krishna. Yes. He is eternally servant of Krishna. Do you understand? Jivar Swarupa hoy Krishna Nitya Das. He is the eternal servant of Krishna. Do you understand? Yeah. When you become eternal servant of Krishna, it's automatic that you serve both Radha and Krishna. Do you understand? Yes, it's automatic. Because you find in the past time, the Krishna with coward boys, for example, and Radharani is spending selfie through others' mental. Yes. So, what difference between the service of the coward boy and the service of the Sakis? Yes. Then, what is that? I want to know the difference between the service No difference at all. It's the of Krishna's service. You understand? You cannot serve Krishna if Radharani will never allow you. Do you understand? Radha or Krishna. Krishna is completely belongs to Radha.
We have to go through, right?
Yeah, definitely. That means if you can get the mercy of Gauranga, this Radha and Krishna combined, then you get. Do you understand? This is a process. হুম? কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে, বিষয় বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে, হ্যাঁ, বিশ্ব ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, কবে আমার হেরব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন। দিস ইজ প্রসেস। হ্যাঁ, unless you get the mercy of Nitai Chand, your heart or consciousness will not be completely free from material attachment, material desire. You understand? So first thing, Nitai Chand's mercy is required. Huh? Huh? Do you understand? First thing, first requisite. হুম? কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হবে, বিষয় বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে। Then you will be completely free from all material desires. Your heart, consciousness is completely purified. Then next question comes. বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, কবে আমো হেরব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন। Then you can enter into Vrindavan and see Vrindavan. You understand? Your mind and consciousness completely free from all material changes, is pure now, completely pure. Then you can enter into Vrindavan. You understand? And in Vrindavan, you'll see Radha and Krishna approach. You understand? This is the process. Therefore, our prayer in chanting Hare Krishna, Hare means so Radharani first. First praying to Radharani. Oh Hare, oh Radharani. Then Krishna. You understand? If you go to Krishna, you must go through Radharani. Otherwise you cannot go to Krishna. You understand? That means if you can get the mercy of Nityananda, then you can approach Gauranga. You understand? Then if you can get mercy of Gauranga, then you'll approach Radha Krishna. This is our process. You understand? Yeah. All right? So, any other question? Mm. Yeah.
We see devotees that chanting for maybe 20 years and still committing offenses to the holy name. So how can we protect ourselves so we can chant more pure around? What precautions? When we felt like 10 offenses, we're conscious of those, but still the mind wandering on so many other thoughts. How to drag the mind back and chanting better, more effectively.
You should control your mind. You are the master of the mind. You are not a servant of the mind, but you are becoming servant of the mind. That's defect with you. Do you understand? Indribhya paramana manasata para buddhi. Ja buddhi to parata saha. Gita says. Huh? So mind is chief of the senses, master of the senses like this. You understand? Indribhya paramana. The mind is superior to other senses. Though mind is one of the senses and chief of the senses. You understand? Then manasatta para buddhi. The superior to mind is intelligence. Ja buddhe tu parata saha. The superior to intelligence is soul, you. So, mind is your subordinate or servant. You understand? But you are becoming the servant of the mind. Godas.
Instead of becoming Goswami, you become Godas, isn't it? That's the defect with you. Why are you not becoming Goswami? Master of the mind. So we have these instructions. In Bhagavad Gita, you'll find many things been said about mind. 6th chapter especially. You understand? Then Srimad Bhagavatam also says many things about mind. And most important is the mind. Manosikhya. Raghunath Das Goswami has written Manosikhya, teaching to the mind. And so Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written many things, Manosikhya, teaching to the mind. Our all teachings are going to the mind. You understand? Yoga means what? Yoga means training of the mind. You understand? That means your mind will be attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is yoga. You understand? That is yoga. Mind will be attached. Manasa rajahansa. Madaiva visatume manasa rajahansa. Isn't it? Madaiva visatume manasa raja. Krishna chodiya padapankaja panjarante. Madaiva visatume manasa rajahansa. You see? Mind is like a swan. Rajhansa. You understand? The swan, generally, or just naturally, but it swims around, stays in a pond where there are lotuses, because it's the lotus stem. Do you understand? So, the lotus feet, Krishna's feet is lotus feet, is lotus. Do you understand? So, my mind, which is like a swan, let it hover around your lotus feet. You understand? That is our yoga. This is our training. And by chanting Hare Krishna, that is to attach your mind to Hare Krishna. You understand? That is, therefore we chant this thing. You understand? And by nature, mind is very fickle. It's the nature. Chanchalam, mana Krishna, pramati, balabhadjuram, tasyam nigrahamani, vayu ivo, suduskaram. Arjuna says, such a great warrior. He says, it's very difficult to control this fickle mind. So fickle. So fickle. Do you understand? Very difficult. Very difficult. It's quite impossible, he said. It's quite impossible. As to check the motion of the wind, blowing of the wind, by your fist. So it is difficult. Similarly, it is difficult to control. This fickle mind is very obstinate, very strong, and very fickle. You understand? And Krishna admitted that thing. Asansang mahabaho manadurnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyana jagruhyati. Krishna admitted, yes, what you say, it's undoubtedly true. Mind is very strong, very obstinate, and very fickle. You understand? It's very difficult to control. Krishna admitted. But this is the means. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyana jagruhyate. Prakta is vairagya. Detachment, renunciation like this. Do you understand? It's constant practice. Constant practice. You understand? Jato jato nischarati mano chanchalam asthiram tata tata niyamam etan atmani eva vasam naet. You understand? In 6th chapter, read 6th chapter of Gita. You'll find so many instructions how to control mind. Mind is so fickle, it's gone. You control, you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mind is now this. Again it goes one away. You see, such fickle mind. And Gita says, if it goes away, again drag it. Again goes away, again drag it. It goes away, again drag it. Like this, constantly. Let it go on. Let it go on constantly. Do you understand? Yes. It's a constant war, fight against this wicked mind. Or beating him. Beat your wicked mind. Do you understand? Dushta mano. Mana tumi bada dushta. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Mana tumi bada dushta. Oh mind, you are very wicked. Do you understand? Mana tumi bada dushta. Oh mind, you are very wicked. And that's the fact. Yes, very wicked mind. You understand? So it's constant beating required. So we have this beating, this chanting Hare Krishna means beating to the mind. You understand? It's beating, constant beating. Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj says, early in the morning when you get up from your bed, beat your weakened mind 100 times with shoes. You understand? Then, before retiring to bed at night, again beat your weakened mind 100 times with broomstick. Do you understand? Yes, it's beating. Mm-hmm. And Srimad Bhagavatam says, Hari Guru Saranopasanastrang. This is weapon. How? How you can control this wicked mind, fickle mind? Astra means weapon. Hari Guru Saranopasana. You understand? You should take shelter of Hari Guru. You understand? The lotus feet of Hari Guru. That is weapon. You understand? Because what Guru says, that you should execute and follow. Now, what your mind says, you won't follow. Don't listen to it. Mind will prompt so many things to you, your wicked mind. Huh? Oh, Raghunath Bhatta, all right, let us go. So, go to that club. Dance there. Would you like to go to the, what is that, nude club? Dance there. Like this, mind is prompting. Huh? You understand? So many things, so many promptings. But first thing, don't listen to it. Don't listen to the promptings of the wicked mind. It's first thing, first beating. No, I won't listen to you. You get out here, wicked mind. I don't listen to you. First, if you just give him little chance to become so strong and captures you. You understand? Don't give him some little chance only. No chance at all. No, I won't listen to you. Never listen to you, even for a slight time. Give him chance. It becomes stronger. You understand? That will capture you. Don't listen to it at any moment. You understand? First thing is first weapon. Second thing, Hari Guru Sarana Bhasanastra. Take shelter at Hari Guru Sarana, lotus feet of Hari Guru. And that means what Guru says, execute it, follow it. You understand? Obey it. And do it as it is. Guru says to do something, some do's and some don't do's. Don't do this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Don't. And do this thing, this thing, this thing. Some do's and some don't do's. Guru says like this. So you very strictly follow it. And this is constant, every day. Practice, constant practice. It's constant practice. This is Abhyas Yoga. And this is mercy. Mercy of Sadhu Guru, mercy of Krishna. In Gopinath song also you'll find, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written, Manoje pagal moro namane sason. My mind is pagal, is mad mind. Do you understand? I tried my best to inflict so much discipline on him. Still, it doesn't accept it. Do you understand? So much discipline. I tried my best to inflict, but it doesn't accept. Such pagal, such mad fellow, this wicked mind. Mama je pagal moro na mane sason. Haro je menechi ami. I now admit my defeat. I'm completely defeated now. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I'm completely defeated. What shall I do? I have no other way, means, you understand? I'm completely defeated. Haraje Menechyami, completely defeated. So he takes up shelter. Right? Tumi Hrushikesha, Hrushiko Tomiya. Taro Sansruti Hare Gopinath. You are Hrushikesh. You are the master, controller of the mind and senses. Now I take complete shelter at your lotus feet. Please control my mind and senses. You understand? Deliver me. This is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. You understand? So, that is, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says many things about mind. Sadhu Sangha koro he. You should do associate with sadhus. Sadhu Sangha. Because in the association of sadhus, you're able to control your mind. Because Krishna's mercy comes through Sadhu Vaishnava Guru. Sadhu Guru Vaishnava. You understand? You cannot get direct mercy. Hmm?
On one hand, we're told that, like in the Bhagavad Gita, we're the soul and we can control the mind by the intelligence, we're higher. On the other hand, we're hearing that it's only by the mercy of Krishna and through his sadhu or spiritual master. Which one, how do we understand how they both fit in?
What?
Whether it's our own ability or is it...
Your whole ability. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I am defeated. I am defeated. Harajamanechami. You cannot do anything with your own ability. No. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I am defeated. Can you come out successful? And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I am defeated. Do you understand? No. Unless you get mercy from Sadhu Guru, Hari Guru, do you understand? You can't do anything.
How to get that mercy from Hari Guru?
How to get? You can follow his instruction of Sadhu Guru, what he says, and execute it as it is, obey, please him, then you get mercy. That's the way of getting mercy. If the Sadhu Guru is pleased, then you get mercy. That's the only way of getting mercy. Otherwise, how can you get mercy? Yeah, that chair is there, Maharaj. Please, there. No. No.
Maharaj? Yeah.
Yes, sit there. Sit there. You understand? That's the only way. No other way is there. I can get his mercy. Unless you please Sadhu Guru, you can't get his mercy. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasadam. Jasya prasadanna gati kudopi. Yeah? If you can please your Guru, who is Sadhu, who is Vaishnava, 100%, then automatically you will get the mercy of Krishna. Otherwise you cannot get. Jasya prasadanna gati kudopi. If he becomes displeased, that Sadhu Guru, where is your place now? Where will you go now? What is your destination now? Huh? Now where? Hmm? Hmm. Hari ruste guru trata. Guru ruste na kaschan. If Lord Hari becomes angry, Guru can deliver you. Do you understand? Guru trata. Guru ruste na kaschan. If Guru is displeased, nobody is there to help you. Do you understand? Even Lord Hari cannot help you. No. Get out here. Kick. Lord will kick you up. Get out here. Do you understand? So great thing. This is the only way. At any cost, even at the cost of your life, if required, must please Guru, Sadhu Guru. Otherwise, you have no place. You understand? Yes, definitely. That Krishna has said. Krishna himself has demonstrated that thing. He demonstrated that thing. When he was here, manifesting his Leela, you see, 5,000 years ago, he was, both Krishna and Balaram were students in Sandimpani Muni's ashram. They are students, brahmacharis. You understand? Huh? So in 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam you will find when Krishna met Sudama Vipra, that thing he recollected his student days, how they were in Sandipuni Muni's ashram students, you see. Because at that time Sudama Vipra was also one of the students. When he recollected how one day both Krishna and Balaram went to the forest to fetch wood, but there's no fuel in the ashram. You understand? So, Supreme Personality of Godhead, by mere willing, innumerable, so many. This is what is the necessity of them to go to the forest to fetch wood? By mere willing, this creation, maintenance, and annihilation takes place by mere willing. Such supreme will, Krishna Icha. If you would have willed, so much, unlimited amount of fuel would have come there. You understand? No, Guru's order must be executed. Guru order said this thing. So both of them went to the forest with axe in hand. What wonderful Leela. Just saw all on a sudden, very strong storm, torrential rain came. You understand? Incessant outpour. That's so dark. Thundering is there, lightning was there, very. You see, they couldn't come back to ashram, you see. They stayed there overnight, standing beneath a tree, shivering. You see, torrential rain outpour was there. The whole night. And this Sandipani Muni was thinking, two boys went to the forest. What happened to them? They couldn't come back. As soon as it was dawn, there was this outpour ceased. Immediately rushed to the forest and found the two of them were standing beneath a tree and were shivering, shivering as if they have metal body. It's wonderful Leela, first time shivering. You understand? Then Sandipani Muni embraced them. Sat Sishya, your true disciples, Sat Sishya. This body is very dear to everybody. Body is very dear. But for me, you suffer so much. This bodily pain is for me, isn't it? This is Sat Sishya. This is Sat Sishya, is true disciple. Sandipani Muni says like that. So If required, at any cost, you must please your Guru. If required, at the cost of this body, let this body get out. What do you say, Maharaj? Isn't it? Yes. Sat Shishya. And there you'll find that verse is there. In 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna said, Now Vidya, what is that verse? Pradvi, Tapasenam, Brahmacharyenam, Grihastha, Guru Susrusaya Jatha. Nice verse is there. Hmm? Huh? It says, I am so pleased with that person who renders service to his Guru and pleases him. I am so much pleased with him that I am not so much pleased with other person, those who very strictly follow the principles of Brahmacharya, principle of Gaharasthiya Dharma, principle of Vanaprastha, and principle of Sannyas. I am not so pleased with them. As I am pleased with such person or persons who render service to Guru and please them. He says this thing. You understand? That Krishna has said that, and he has demonstrated practically in his own life, his Supreme Personality of Godhead. What was the need? By mere willing, so much unlimited amount of would have been there. But he taught us. You understand? But he taught us. It's most important, you see. And you should understand this thing, how important it is. Yeah. Hey. Naham prajatibhyang tapaso pasameno va tusyam sarvabhutatma guru susrusaya jatha. This is the verse, 10th canto, 80 chapter. 10th canto, 80 chapter. When he met Sudama, he just recollecting and saying this thing. You understand? Nahumidya pradhatibhyam tapaso pasameno va tusyam sarvabhutatma guru susrusaya jatha. He says, I am so pleased with that person who does Guru Susrusa, Guru Seva, renders service to Guru and pleases him. And not so pleased as one who very strictly follows the principle of Brahmacharya, Garastya, Vanaprastha, or Sannyas Dharma. Do you understand? Very clear. Do you understand? Then he says, Aho, he putraka, jang asmadarthe adhidukhita, atma vai praninang prestha stamana druta matpara. Oh my boys, dear boys, saying to Krishna and Balaram, Sandipani Muni says, this body is very dear to everyone. You understand? Very dear to everyone. But Allah's word, you suffer so much bodily pains for me. For me. You understand? Yeah? एतदेव हि सत्शिष्यै कर्तव्यं गुरुनिष्कृतं जद वै विशुद्धभावेन सर्वार्थात्मार्पणं गुरो. It's very clear. एतदेव हि सत्शिष्य कर्तव्यं गुरुनिष्कृतं जद वै विशुद्धभावेन सर्वार्थात्मार्पणं गुरो. So this is the symptom of satsishya. You understand? Satsishya, true disciple. Isn't it? What do you say in English? True disciple. Satsishya. You understand? One who suffers so much bodily pain for his Guru Seva, for the service of Guru. You understand? He is Satsishya. Because this body is very dear to everybody. All want bodily comfort. And who is now prepared to suffer bodily pain, suffer from the bodily pain for Guru? You understand? All of you complain, oh, Guru Maharaj, is very difficult on my part. I have weak body. I'm very sick. I cannot do it. It's not possible on my part. Isn't it? It's quite impossible on my part. Please kindly excuse me or give me some other, those who can help me. I cannot do myself alone. I have so many problems, isn't it? It's quite natural. Who is prepared? Because this body is very dear, isn't it? So, this is how you can get the mercy. Otherwise, how can you get mercy? Huh? Isn't it? Understood? This is how you can get mercy. How can you get mercy? So important thing. All right, then. Yeah, here it says, Savai satkarmanang sakhyad dijatarih sambhava adyongo jatrashraminang jathaham jnanado guruhu. Krishna says to Sudama Viprah in that chapter. Savai, there are 3 gurus. You understand, Maharaj? 3 gurus, he says here. Savai satkarmanang sakhyad dijaterehi sambhava adyongo jatrashraminang jathaham jnanado guruhu. From whom you have taken your birth. He is your first guru. That means your parents. Because they have given you this birth, this body, isn't it? Now, unless you have this body, how can you serve Krishna? So they have helped you, the first guru. You understand? Then, next guru is Diksha Guru. You understand? Who establishes a relationship with Krishna, with giving Samandha Jnana Upadesh. You understand? It's Samandha Jnana Upadesh. Then third guru, Siksha Guru. You understand? Jnanada Guru gives you this transcendental knowledge, Tattva Jnana. These 3 gurus, Krishna says. You understand? And he says, Jathaham Jnanado Guru. He says, Jatha aham jnana acharya mang vijanyam nama manhet karichij namartya buddhya suyado sarvadeva moya guru. Is as good as myself, that guru. Acharya is acharya. Who teaches this thing. Guru rupe Krishna krupa koren bhakta jane. Yeah? Guru rupe Krishna krupa koren bhakta jane. Krishna showers his mercy on his devotees. How? Guru rupe. In the form of Guru. Isn't it? Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Guru rupe Krishna krupa koren bhakta jane. Yeah? If you go, Krishna is the ocean of mercy, Karuna Sindhu. If you go to Krishna and says, oh, Krishna, you are ocean of mercy, will you please kind give one drop from that ocean? You nonsense. Why have you come here? That ocean is not now with me. That mercy is not, that ocean is not now with me. He has gone, taken that ocean. That my representative, that guru, has gone down there to this material world and you are distributing. Why don't you approach him and come into me? You are such a fool. You say like this. You understand? Guru Rupe Krishna Krupa, Korean Bhakta Jani. Krishna showers mercy in the form of Guru. Yeah? সেই সে পরম বন্ধু সেই পিতা মাতা শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চরণে যে প্রেম ভক্তি দাতা সকল জন্মে পিতা মাতা সব পায় কৃষ্ণ গুরু নাহি মিলে ভজ হইয়ায় চৈতন্য মঙ্গল says this thing, isn't it, Maharaj? চৈতন্য মঙ্গল সেই সে পরম বন্ধু সেই পিতা মাতা শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চরণে যে প্রেম ভক্তি দাতা. One was given this prem bhakti at the lotus feet of Krishna. He is your supreme friend, he is your father, he is your mother. You understand? By the combination of father and mother, child is produced. But Guru, both father and mother, because he produces such children, spiritual children, and spiritual father, mother is both father and both one, father, mother. You understand? Says Pita Mata. His supreme friend is your father, is your mother, and has given prem bhakti at the lotus feet of Krishna. সকল জন্মে পিতা মাতা সব পায় কৃষ্ণ গুরু নাহি মিলে ভজ হইয়া. In all birth you get father and mother. Otherwise, how can you come here without father and mother? So you have innumerable lakhs and lakhs of lives and lakhs of fathers and mothers. It's middle fathers and mothers. But it's very, very difficult and a rare opportunity to get such father, mother who gives you this prem bhakti at the lotus feet of Krishna. Do you understand? So that person should be pleased. Otherwise, how can you get the mercy of Krishna? Dasya prasadata bhagavat prasada. You understand? That he says. Then he says, Nanartho kovida brahman varnasrama vatamiho Shemaya guruna bata tarantyan yo bharnavam. Krishna says, it's continuous verses. He says, oh Brahman, Sudama Vipra, oh Brahman, he said to Sudama, in this material world, one who is conditioned souls, this material world is for conditioned souls. All our conditioned souls are under process of Maya, three modes of material nature. So for them, Gita says this varnashram dharma is Daiva varnashram dharma. This is Gauna Bhakti. Gauna Bhakti Vatha. Isn't it? Bhagavatam says, Atapumhi Virasastha Varnashramo Vibhagasa Sanusthitasya Dharmasya Trayati Sansiddhi Haritoshanam. Sansiddhi Haritoshanam. Do you understand? That means you are captured by modes of material nature. One mode is predominating. So, accordingly you will act. Prakriti kriyamanani. Prakriti is making you, is forcing you to act. Prakriti is material nature. Ahankara vimudatma karta ahuniti manyate. Isn't it? Ahankara vimudatma was very grateful. Ego, he said, I do. No, you don't. Prakriti kriyamana. Nature works. Isn't it? In whatever way. In conditional state and in liberated state. In whatever way. The soul is not the door. It's Prakriti. You understand? In a conditional state, material nature works. And the liberated state, spiritual nature, spiritual Prakriti. That works. But ahankara vimurata karta ahuniti manyate. He says, I do.
জীব বলে আমি করি সেই সত্য নয়। But you know how to say জীব বলে আমি করি এই সত্য নয়। জীব says I do. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Isn't it? তুমি না করলে জীব কি করিতে পারে? Oh Lord, if you won't do, what জীব can do? আশা মাত্র জীব করে তো ইচ্ছা ফলে। The man proposes, God disposes. You are the sanctioning authority. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song is there. Similarly says here, O Brahmana, in this material world, those who are just following this Varnashram Dharma, so one who, to such people, one who gives this instruction, my instruction, what I said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, in the form of Guru, is very dear to me, and by getting that instruction and that knowledge from the Guru, those who cross over this very dreadful material ocean, you understand? Once you understand, they are like learned persons, learned for Supernita, because they have received the true knowledge from the right source. That's Guru's instruction. You understand? That is Guru's instruction. There's so many things. Krishna himself has said. This is the only way. Yes?
Should a disciple always be eager to receive more and more instruction as he's much master?
Definitely. Definitely. It's unlimited. If someone can, oh, I have received everything. Yes. What do you have received? This is ocean. It's like an unlimited ocean. You are not at all reached to the shore. You are so far away from that ocean. We have not reached the shore of that ocean, unlimited ocean. So much far away. And you would think, oh, now I have reached. I have now entered into the ocean. No, it's all right. Finish. Finish. Now I have not got anything, and soon far away from that unlimited ocean of knowledge. I have even not reached the shore. This will be that. That means in the spiritual affairs, you see, always one should remain dissatisfied. Dissatisfied. But in all material affairs, satisfied. It's enough, it's enough, it's enough. No more, no more. Yes, trupti or trupti. But if you'll be satisfied with what you've gone through, finished. Finished. Sarabhava. Not make any one step forward, no. Always dissatisfied. No, I can't reach. I cannot get anything. I have not got anything at all. I have not even reached the shore. I'm so much far away from that limited scene of knowledge. Listen, should be there. Yes, definitely. Yes?
When we're chanting the gap, you're saying for the mind may want, we should always immediately drag it back. Sometimes the mind will want to service, to Christian service. We should still drag it back in when we're wondering if that's subject matter.
Dull-headed fellow. Dull-headed fellow. Guru has given you to chant certain number. 16 rounds you must chant. At least. Our Guru Maharaj is so kind, so much. This Guru Maharaj Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj said to chant 64 rounds. That's 1 lakh of names. Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj was so strict. Someone is not Lakshapati. That means someone doesn't chant 1 lakh name, I want to look at his face. He says like this.
The question is, someone may be chanting the required number of rounds. While chanting, his mind.
I'm going to answer it.
Wow.
I haven't finished it.
Okay.
I haven't finished. It's this was strict. So Mahendra Maharaj said, you cannot be disciple of my Guru Maharaj. He has said, isn't it? Because he's so strict. So my Guru Maharaj is so merciful. So, I will say, what is say, liberal. So liberal. He made it 1/4. Chant 60 rounds. They chanted nicely. You understand? And thereby he has given his own mercy in it. That is his mercy. His Guru Krupa. You understand? That's the mercy of Guru. Just follow what he has said. Don't contemplate anything. You understand? Some additions or subtractions, no speculation. You understand? And you must chant 16 rounds naturally, full concentration. That means at the initial stage you cannot concentrate on the form of the Lord. So concentrate on transcendental sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Concentrate sound vibration. Because Avinnatam Nama Namino, there is no difference in the name of the Lord and the Lord Himself. Sinama smorile rupo aise sange sange. As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, you will see the beautiful form of Krishna. But not in initial stage. When you make some advancement and your name is pure name, then you can see not only the form, the leelas also manifest. You understand? But this chanting system now must be nice chanting, concentrating. Otherwise, how can you gain the spiritual strength to render your service in this material world? Maya will create so much stress and pain. You cannot do it. Unless you are empowered spiritually. How can you render that service? You understand? Quite impossible. The chanting will make you unable to render your service. Otherwise, you cannot. So you must accordingly plan your day. Chant as many rounds as you can before you go out for your service. That will give you strength, spiritual strength, to render that service. Otherwise, you cannot render. You understand?
Thank you. We'll go.